I made a strong case to go out there and find a guy that can help this team out as it relates to being able to play that position and role at guard.
Okay, so the Cowboys still need to take a look at this offensive line grouping and bring in a guy like Tevin Jenkins. I'm always out looking for a way to help improve this team. Why not get a guy that shows you physicality, that got good size and good feet work? And of course, he's still open and available out there as a free agent guy. I understand the Robert Jones pickup, and I get it to a degree with Brock Hoffman and all of those boys, but you can never have too many offensive linemen before you go into the draft. And let's take a real good look at Tevin Jenkins. I think that he can get to the next level, use his hands inside. Yeah, he have some slippages and have some fallouts, but I think that in a proper system and scheme, he probably work well, especially with Clayton Adams. So I would want the Cowboys to take a real good look at Tevin Jenkins, bring him in for a cup of coffee, at least work the man out. You can't go wrong with that. And I get it. A lot of people will say, hey, every free agent player available, the Cowboys want to take a real good look at. But this right here is a good finite reason to bring him in just for a cup of coffee. See what he can and can't do, what have you. Work him out. Let's see what we can do. Leave no stone unturned and continue to do things just like that. And this would be a plus for us. Let's make this room the most competitive competition room possible, and that's the O-line for your mind.
Tevin Jenkins, I think that he can help this team out more than hurt this team out. I get it. A lot of people would talk about his injuries and these sorts of things, but since he's been kicked inside at guard, he's been very much so a good weapon for even the Bears to a degree. But I want to be able to pull this up. Of course, Tevin Jenkins is 6'6", 321. And he had 4 penalties last season, only allowed 4 sacks out of 738 snaps, and pressure allowed is only 17. So I'm not going to pull up Terrence Steele numbers nor our guard numbers with these particular things. But what I'm trying to get at is that the Cowboys, out of this article that was submitted by Bill Barnwell that Mike Fisher kind of put some notes on or what have you, should be a driving force for this team. The Cowboys to sign impact lineman from the Bears, ESPN Bill Barnwell predicts. So what he's trying to get at is that the Cowboys should take a real good look at this particular kid. We know that he can get to the next level. We know he got some skill sets, that he's strong enough to move things around, and he's the perfect frame for what we're trying to do. If we're trying to bring physicality to the table, then we got that. If we're trying to bring impactful players to the table, then he can exhibit and exude that. That will be a damn good pickup, and it will still be something on your stomach opposed to going into the draft on an empty stomach. Just like I always been saying, the Cowboys need to figure out a way to bring in someone that can elevate the room, and that will be this guy right here. I truly believe that if the Cowboys bring him in, it would exemplify physicality. It will also present to the table that the Cowboys are serious about this run game, and we won't have to spend a draft pick on someone early in the rounds because we're reaching, right? What we want to do, if the BPA or BAA, best athlete available, is such a running back or wide receiver or guard or a tackle, you will have clarity of your mind if you already have that in the building, right? I think that Tevin Jenkins can exemplify that, and I think that the Cowboys should, that's the operative word, bring him in for a cup of coffee, right? We ain't trying to tell the guy to stay for forever, right? But what I'm getting at is that I do like Bill Barnwell's prediction here of the Cowboys going out there grabbing a guy like this. And this is just a prediction. And I think that there should be a strong push and a fight from the community to go grab this particular guy. Post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's get it.